guys, what's going on? I'm Tyler and this is TLC Automotive. Now, as you guys recall, last time we took the dash out of the truck. This week what we got planned is we're going to go ahead and remove this headliner and get it dyed black and get it reinstalled. Since we got the dash out, it's freed up quite a bit of space for you guys that are just now stopping by for the first time here on the channel. Last week what we did was we went ahead and took the dash out of the truck. Our new dash is here. It finally came in a couple days ago, so there'll be a whole nother video on getting that dash dyed and then stuck back in the truck. Since we went ahead and got the dash out, putting the new dash in is going to be just as easy, if not easier. We went ahead and labeled all of our bags with all of our hardware. Each bolt goes in a certain spot, so we went ahead and labeled that. So we're not going to be wasting any time trying to locate a certain bolt that goes in a certain position. So should be breezing straight through that. I do have to go to the store and pick up some more hardware because there was already bolts missing prior to when I bought the truck. So that'll probably be in another video. What we're working on is going to be getting this headliner out, which is going to be pretty simple. It's literally consisting of that Phillips there, that Phillips there, probably taking this light out, taking the visors out, which are held in with Phillips as well. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot. It's not supposed to be, but we're probably going to do some more stuff here and there. I got some plastic pieces that I would also like to get trimmed out in black, with that being this pillar right there, and then we'll probably go ahead and take this piece of trim out and dye it black as well. The color scheme for the inside is going completely black, and I've got some leather seats that are going to be brown, and that's kind of going to just be the centerpiece to the entire inside of the truck, is just brown leather seats. I know that sounds kind of bland, I know that sounds kind of simple, but I don't care. It's my truck. I'm gonna do what I want. No, I'm just kidding. I am doing that, but it's not just about what I want. I have a vision in my head. I'm gonna go through with that vision. The truck's gonna look good. From there on, I think what we're gonna have is a really simple, clean looking basic truck. Now, if you guys can't tell, the truck's kind of got a rake on it. It's sitting like that. Here in the very near future, we're actually gonna buy some drop shackles for the front and get some lowering springs for the rear. We're probably going to drop that another 2 or 3 inches and probably bring this down another inch and a half in the front. I would like the truck to be sitting level, but I'd also like it to be a little bit lower. And then addressing our rockers and cab corners, that'll be a very, very short but very, very soon video. There's just so much we have to get done to this truck in such a little short amount of time. Now, we are running out of daylight. I'm probably not going to get any work done right now. I know, what is the point of getting an intro done, but I can literally just wake up, jump straight into working on this project and get it knocked out. I know this channel is pretty new. I don't have a lot of traction yet, but I would like to take a moment out and talk to you guys about my future goal with this channel. It's not for money. What I want to do is I strictly just want to share my love of this truck and many more vehicles to come in the future, as long as I keep pursuing this YouTube thing with everybody. I want as many people to learn from this YouTube channel as possible. Starting off with, I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning as I go, and so far everything's going great. It's going really smoothly. There's not a lot of complications, so as long as I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to continue to forward this process, I will keep putting videos out. I'd like to have a video out at least once a week. I work a full-time job, Monday through Friday, 8, 9, sometimes even 10 hours a day. But anyways, I'd like to get at least one video out a week, and in the future I would possibly even like to get a second short video out, depending on how things are going, how my income is, how stable and steady I can continue to get parts in for this truck, because right now some parts are readily available, some parts are harder to get a hold of. Like I was saying, this truck right here needs a leveling kit / lowering kit. So first glance I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna C-notch this truck. That's not gonna happen. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a basic 5.3 drop. I don't like the rake's going, but that's enough rambling. Let's just go ahead and get straight into this video. It'll be a couple hours for me, but only a couple seconds for you. Welcome back, everybody. It is currently the next day. Let's go ahead and get started on this project, get the headliner dropped, get it out and get it dyed and get it reinstalled. Let's get you set up on the tripod and let's get started. All right, guys, it's going to be a pretty easy takeout. All we're going to need is a 7mm socket and a Phillips head screwdriver. So let's go ahead and get started taking this stuff out.
So as you guys can see, if you take this sun visor and you put it down, there's gonna be 3 screws, one located here, here, and here. Same goes on the other side. We'll just take these out, and that actually helps brace this headliner up. And then we have to take those Phillips heads out right there. And then there's also going to be 2 7mm right here and roughly right here that holds this plastic piece of trim in. We're gonna go ahead and get those out, and then hopefully this thing should drop pretty easy. Starting with getting this sun visor out, all we're gonna do is remove these 3. And like that, the sun visor came down and the headliner dropped in that location. So what we're gonna do is repeat the process on the opposite side, and it should have the same results. So I went ahead and already knocked out the opposite side. It's the same procedure over here on this side, nothing changed, so I went ahead and just did that off camera. Now what we're gonna focus on is getting these Phillips heads out of this piece of trim so we can knock this bottom half out and go ahead and drop the back end. So that really actually didn't do us much good. It looks like this plastic piece has been broke for quite some time, and it's actually serving me no purpose with support. But I'm gonna drop that other side and see if it has anything to do with restraining this piece of trim to the roof itself. So one thing I've actually noticed with this truck is there's a lot of broke, fragile, easy to crack plastic. That's just because from the 88 to 95, they were using a plastic that was just not very friendly to the UV rays caused by the sun. And with this truck being 31, 32 this year, this plastic is pretty brittle, it's wore out, and it's ready to be replaced. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I can already tell by the way this piece of plastic is moving, it is also broke from this side as well, so we'll be replacing this whole piece, it looks like. There it goes. So by the looks of it, it is just double-sided taped up here from the factory. It kind of looks like just like some 3M tape or something of that nature. Basically, it's just adhesive strips, looks like, located in the middle and on the ends of each side. So this will be interesting on getting it off. I don't have any type of thinner or anything to remove this, but we'll just give it our best shot without breaking this panel. Just broke it. I don't know how I'm gonna get that off. Well guys, you win some and you lose some. Today I lost some.
We'll just give it our best shot without breaking this panel.
The trim broke. It just wasn't going to come out in one piece. Somebody else could have probably got it out. I don't have the tools nor the patience right now to get it out. My main focus right now is just getting this headliner out. I'm going to assume these are pretty readily available considering that they're in most every truck, and nobody's really concerned about doing the headliner in their everyday truck. So I could probably just go ahead and get another one of these. I was being as gentle as possible, and it literally just snapped right in half as you see there. So let me go ahead and get this other side out. I'm not going to be as friendly with it now that the piece is completely ruined, but let's go ahead and get it out and then get this headliner out. Hi-ya! There's that sticky stuff I was talking about. It was all over. So the camera wasn't in focus. I was working over here in this area. There are a couple, well, actually never mind. I think this thing is actually just ready to drop on out. Oh yeah, it sure is. This piece over here didn't break. That's why I didn't have to take it out of this side. Well, never mind. Let's go ahead and drop this thing. For 31 years old, this headliner is probably the best I've ever seen. It looks really, really great. There's no burns, no stains. scrapes, nothing, and we were able to get it out of one piece fully intact. So we will 100% reuse this piece. Now guys, I'm not gonna shampoo this or clean it by no means. It is in really, really good shape. As you can see here, there are some slight stains and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna go as far as like trying to remove them or anything. Guys, I'm dyeing this black, so I don't have an odor or anything like that. I got my stuff up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys set up, and I'm gonna start applying real thin coats on dyeing this piece of headliner. So what we'll be using here is this fabric dye right here, and a foam brush. This stuff works best on light colors. This thing's faded, so it's kind of a light color. But anyways, it says that it dries soft and is flexible, so there should be no crusty, flaky feeling fabric when we're done with this piece. So let's go ahead and start laying this stuff on and see how it adheres and takes to the headliner itself. Oh, there's no turning back now. You're a happy little tree. 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 Guys, I'm not joking. This kind of looks like a little school of stingrays that we just accumulated here. Maybe I am an artist after all. Guys, this is going to take a little longer than I expected, so enjoy some music and stay a while. Now guys, it looks like we kind of lucked out because we got 4 of those, and it looks like one of those is going to do about 1/4 of this panel a piece. So we got just the right amount. You can still see some white spots, but I'm gonna do the smart thing and put a couple coats on at a time. It is staining pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this little piece, and then I'm gonna brush it out, and then I'm gonna apply a second coat after. But as far as now, it's coming out pretty well. What was that? We've only got a little bit left. What is going on? Guys, this stuff is smoking. That's it, I'm calling OSHA. that's supposed to do that or not. It's not hot.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm not even making this up. My paintbrush just snapped in half. We really do have to make a trip to the store. Not only are we out of dye, but my paintbrush just snapped on me. So let's go grab the keys, grab us something to drink, and head into town. Alrighty, we are in the Jetta. Gonna run to the store, grab some more stuff. I need some new front brakes for this thing here soon. These little Jettas, they're some pretty good little economical cars. Everybody in today's time obviously knows about gas prices being on the rise, and then they'll go low for a couple of days and they'll go right back up. Oh, let's see if we can catch this light. Ah, we didn't catch it. We get about 600 miles of tank, which is really nice. Like I said, I get about 2 weeks of tank, so it's really nice. Long story short, guys, the Jetta is a good little car. I like it a lot. Guys, if you're ever wondered what I'm drinking, it's these sparkling ice water caffeinated drinks. Me and my wife, we actually decided to stop drinking soda at the beginning of this year and haven't touched a single soda pop in, you know, this entire year so far. These have kind of been our go-to. They're loaded with caffeine, literally not even close to the amount of sugary substances that are found in everyday soda pops. And you know, these have 5 calories a can, and like I said, they're not even coming close to the amount of sugar. I don't even think these things have sugar. Heck, I don't know, everything's got sugar in it nowadays, but I don't know. I know these are a lot better than soda pops. I'm not saying they're, you know, the healthiest thing out there, but they are good. They are good. Alrighty guys, so we actually had to end up running a different product because the store that I went to was completely out. So I know this definitely is not recommended in mixing product, but I mean, it is going black, so I don't really see a problem in it. Worst comes to worst is I've just got to roll around with a messed up headliner for a little while, and I'll just order another one. But that's kind of the whole purpose of, you know, trial and error. Seeing what works versus what doesn't, how the stuff's going to perform. I think using this kind of brush too is a lot better. Just cover more area a lot faster. Oh yeah. Guys, this isn't meant to be perfect, nor am I shooting for perfect. I just want it to be uniform. I want it to last. I want to do it myself. So I think this is the way we're going to do it, and just kind of shoot for the best. Alrighty everybody, so you kind of already understand the concept of how this stuff's going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and just clip straight into the finished product. So enjoy. Alright everybody, so here is the very first bottle on this fabric dye. We are just going to let this stuff sit for about 30-45 minutes, just to ensure that all of these real thick spots that I hit heavily are indeed going to dry before we add our entire second bottle. Guys, I am not after showroom quality. This is literally just going above our heads. And so my goal and sought after purpose for doing this is just to ensure that my headliner matches my carpet matches my doors, everything's going black, so I'm not going to be in particularly too picky about the rating of the color. You know, this truck's not going to SEMA, it's not going to Barrett Jackson, it's literally just going to sit and wait to be driven, and so I'm not going to be too picky about that. That being said, we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to add the entire second bottle, focusing in the middle. I'm going to hit up my edges last, just because there's not a lot of fabric on the edges, and the sides actually get covered by trim, so I'm actually not going to be too worried about getting those absolutely perfect. I do intend just to try to get the middle and the sides here all one color, but I'm gonna let this stuff dry. This stuff's drying pretty well. It's sitting in the sun. It's a really nice day today, so I'm gonna let this stuff dry, and then I'll get back to you guys. So about 30 minutes has elapsed. It is pretty much dry to the touch. That's just stains from the process of doing it. There are still a couple of the wet spots, but we're not gonna be too worried about that. What we're going to do is just go ahead and apply this last bottle. It should be a lot easier to take since it's already ticked to most of it already. So let's knock this out and try to let it sit again, and then we'll try to get it reinstalled in about an hour. It definitely is taking that color well, so we'll come back here in probably 45 minutes, see how it is, and then we will brush on another coat. Be 3 coats after this. Ooh, we lost a little bit of time. Some stuff came up, and I'm just simply busy outside of doing this YouTube thing. All right, everybody. So we did lose quite a bit of time. As you can see, it's completely dark out here. Simply just let time get the best of me. Guys, I apologize about the timing, but like I said, things just simply got away from me. I do appreciate you guys stopping in, seeing what's going on, seeing the process on the truck. It means a lot when you guys stop by. Go ahead and just leave a comment, like and subscribe. Really helps here on the channel, helps us grow, keeps us, motivated to keep going. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell right here, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.